Will Camden Murphy continue his incredible run at the top of the season point standings? Can Bryce Kenny rise to the occasion and take the top spot on the leaderboard? Or will Todd Leduc maintain his momentum and finally emerge as a threat to the title? Round 8 with Stadium Championship Series Red begins right now.
Beautiful.
60 miles north of Monster Jam headquarters is Raymond James Stadium in the beautiful Tampa Bay area and the home of two-time Super Bowl winning champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tonight, 44,000 plus welcomes a combined 19 World Finals championships with the stars of Stadium Championship Series Red. Hello, everyone. Welcome inside the Monster Jam studios. I'm Scott Jordan alongside Zombies Barry Musauer. And entering round 8, Camden Murphy leads the charge and the series here on Stadium Red. He's been the most consistent driver in this lineup, but in years past, we've seen him fall just short of the championship. Barry, is this the year he finally gets it done?
It can be the year. You know, Camden is super talented. He's good at every competition throughout the entire event. He's really got to make sure that those other drivers don't psych him out, and he can do it.
Bryce Kenny currently sitting second in the point series, and while still missing an event championship, this is the best start to a Stadium Series in his career. What does Bryce need to do to continue that and win tonight?
I feel like Bryce is great at racing. He's great at the Great Clips Skills Challenge. He's lacking in freestyle, though. If he can put all three together to have a consistent night, he can climb in that ladder in the point series.
Well, he's had opportunities with other drivers dealing with mechanicals and gremlins. Megalodon, one of the trucks who's been battling mechanicals all season. Todd Leduc began to show signs of his old self in St. Louis, and then the sleeping giant awoke in Miami, claiming his first event championship of the year. Is Todd able to continue that success tonight?
He can continue it, but I can tell you all those gremlins mechanically are going to linger in his head. So if he can have a few weeks simultaneously where the truck performs at 100%, I think Todd will be back on track.
Let's hear from the always outspoken two-time World Finals champion in this UNOH pit report.
Man, Miami was just magic. I talked with Chris, my crew chief technician, and I said, this is it. This is where we got to turn this championship around here in Miami. And the first night wasn't exactly our way, man. We just having so many stock market, style of runs of just second place, then last, and then last miss racing, and then second in skills and third in freestyle. So we just got to get some consistency under us. And I think the whole championship chase will change real quick. Coming here to Tampa, completely clean slate. We're ready to go. We went through this truck completely from the bottom all the way to the top. It's a brand new vehicle. I'm really, really excited to get behind the wheel. We think our setup is right. We cannot wait to get behind the wheel. We get a first round bye. We're going to watch everybody else, and we're going to learn from it.
We'll see what a clean slate does from Megalodon. If Todd wants to repeat his event championship, here's who stands in the way. Driver change, Travis Mowry out on paternity leave. Jeff Souza steps in. What can you tell us about Jeff?
Jeff is a wild card. I mean, he could play spoiler tonight. He's a great driver, a lot of charisma. I'm looking forward to see him drive.
Take a look at the series point standings. Camden up by 24 over Bryce Kenny. Adam Anderson trails by 28. Tom Metz's currently in fourth, but he missed freestyle in Miami, Barry, which likely cost him second place.
Absolutely. Anytime you miss a competition, it never bodes well against those overall standings for your points towards that championship.
And with Travis Mowry out, that Velociraptor truck missed an entire event, so some precious points cost there as well. Drivers will compete tonight, 3 competitions, racing the Great Clip Skills Challenge and freestyle. Points are awarded based on finish, with the winner getting 12 points, and the driver with the most points at the end of the night is crowned the overall event champion. It's time now for track talk. And Barry, I want to get a driver's perspective here. We're 7 events into the season, so a lot of wear and tear now on these trucks. How, as a driver, do you come to a track like this in Tampa that has that hard-packed dirt? How do you deal with the wear and tear on the trucks as well as on your body?
You really have to stay poised. I mean, mentally, we're in the home, the backyard, per se, of Monster Jam. The Monster Jam garage is not too far from here, so you want to put your best foot forward every time you hit that track. So Tampa is one of those places where the dirt is always great. The fans are going to be reeling. I can't wait to see the action tonight.
And obviously, you mentioned close to the Monster Jam garage. So if anything breaks, it's not too far down the road, down 75 or down 4 to get that fixed, right?
It's not too far at all. And I can guarantee you these drivers are going to put everything on the line to make sure they got their name in the lights at the end of tonight.
Let's take a look at the racing bracket. In round one, Vendetta up against Max D, El Toro Loco, Velociraptor, Soldier Fortune, Kraken, Bakugan, Dragonoid against Jester. First round buys go to Megalodon, Gravedigger, Black Pearl, and Grey Clip's Mohawk Warrior. Looking at round one, Barry, which matchup stands out to you?
I really love that El Toro Loco versus Velociraptor matchup. I feel like this is a close race on paper, so I'm really looking forward to seeing the action on the track.
And Jamie Garner off to one of the best starts of his career in racing, so Jeff Souza gets a test right out there in round one. We'll see what Jeff can bring to the racing competition. And right now, let's go ahead and get started on the track as we go to Raymond James Stadium. Here's 14-time World Finals champion Tom Meents up against Mike Christensen in Vendetta. And we are off the line into that berm. Remember, they got to go around an entire time before they make it to the outside oval track.
They're pretty even so far, Scott. Oh, right up until there, Michael Christensen made a mistake. He caught the edge of that turn box, kind of handed the lead to Tom Meents and Max D. Although Tom Meents kind of had a hiccup right there around that first turn.
Tom hit that turn pod. He was able to straighten up on the race ramp into the final corner. Tom's going to drift, clip the pod again. He's going to fly off the side of the race ramp. I got to see if he got the two front wheels down. He does, and he will advance 26.395. Take a look at the replay.
Keep in mind, anytime we're racing in the first round, Scott, I always want to highlight that you have to make a good racing pass because looking forward, it really is your qualifying matchup for your next round. So it's very important to get a good run in your first race out.
Continuing on here in the racing bracket, here's that matchup you talked about. Jamie Garner, El Toro Loco up against Jeff Souza in Velociraptor.
Yeah, Jeff right here is new to this seat, so it's going to be interesting to see if he can adapt quickly on this very tricky track here in Tampa.
Out of near California, this is not the track you want to make your debut on. This track is very hard-packed, very tacky, and Jamie Garner trying to make Jeff Souza pay here, and he goes around that corner in a drift. He clips the pod again. We've seen that now twice.
Yeah, two different approaches here. Jamie Garner's kind of in trouble. He's apexing that turn on the inside, really too far inside, and he handed Jeff Souza that win right there. That's an upset, I believe, Scott.
A lot of mistakes on the track from Jamie Garner. Jeff Souza, Velociraptor, will advance in his first race of 2023.
You can see right here, Velociraptor went really wide on that first turn, but he gathered his composure around that last charge to the finish line, taking that win.
Our third race here in round one out of Lafayette, Louisiana. Kayla Blood in Soldier Fortune, and she goes up against in the gray lane the 2019 Monster Jam Co-Rookie of the Year, Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken. A great start off the line for both. Kraken goes way up on the berm, and he's going to clip the track. A big mistake from Nick Pagliarulo.
Oh, man, I feel like this is the trickiest part of this entire track is the inside berm. You have to resist the urge to drift out. You have to stay in it. And Kayla Blood is putting down a textbook run. Let's see how she tackles this final turn.
Interesting to see if Kraken is still in her way here. She tries to cross over. She has to slow down a little bit, and she's going to get a floater across that chalk line. Nick does eventually make it across, but the time is in 27.060 for Kayla Blood as we take a look at the replay.
So we've got some respectable times here, but you can't help but to think that Kraken may have impeded Kayla Blood's progress there. As you can see, she still can see him in her sights. So she's got a respectable time, but I'd like to see in the next round how fast these times may shape up to be, Scott.
Final race of round one. It features the current series points leader, Camden Murphy and Bakugan Dragonoid up against Florida native Matt Pagliarulo and Jester. Camden comes in 9-5 with 2 racing wins.
All right, they're off. Camden is usually notorious for leading with the rear steer. As you can see, he's kind of in a drift the entire way around that inner bowl, and he's out with a huge lead.
You want to talk about impeding? Jester just impeded that side out of the berm for Bakugan Dragonoid. That might cost Camden precious seconds. Now Jester trying to right the ship as Bakugan goes around this final corner into the drift turn across the race ramp. And a strong finish there for Camden Murphy. Let's take a look here at the Super Glue glued to the action replay.
Wow, that's a great time from Camden. Anytime you can get a commanding lead like that in a race and not have to worry about your competitor, it just boosts your confidence even that much further.
Camden Murphy with the fastest time in round one. He will go up against Bryce Kenny in round two. That's a battle of 1 and 2 in the points. The other matchups, Megalodon and Max D, Gravedigger Velociraptor, and the Black Pearl versus Kayla Blood in Soldier Fortune. Todd Leduc coming off his first racing win of the season. Can he make it 2 in a row? Find out when Megalodon hits the track next on Monster Jam. Welcome back to Raymond James Stadium for round 2 of racing. Up first here in round 2, pits a 2-time World Finals champion in Todd Leduc against a 14-time World Finals champion, Tom Menz. It's their second meeting of the season. Tom took the first race. Todd looking to even the score here, but he is coming off a big racing win in Miami.
This is a huge matchup. I mean, this could be a final round matchup in any given moment on our season. And these guys are racing hard. You can tell they're charging out of that bowl. This is where it's going to tell who's going to win or lose this race.
Todd Leduc into that far corner. Max D goes really wide, so Megalodon with the advantage across that ramp.
And I think Todd realized that he's a little ahead of Tom, and he's pushing hard. He's charging fast to the finish line.
Again, clips the pod there, doesn't stop Megalodon at all. 24.995 is the time. Todd Leduc moving on. Take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay.
I noticed here Tom drifted out a little bit wide on the apex, whereas Todd has a different approach. He's even clipping that turn box. It didn't impede him, though. He's across the finish line for a close win.
Up next, it is Jeff Souza in Velociraptor advancing from round 1. He will go up against 5-time World Finals champion Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Adam, surprisingly, Barry, looking for his first racing win of the season, but he does have 4 career wins here at Raymond James Stadium.
Yeah, anytime we come into Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, I say Adam's dad, Dennis Anderson, was one of those guys who owned Raymond James Stadium, so I'm pretty sure Adam wants to live up to that for sure.
And Dennis, the all-time racing win leader at Raymond James, into the corner. Look at the wide drift there from Velociraptor, and that is all the effort that Gravedigger needs to get across that chalk line into the final corner on 3 wheels, clips the pond across the race ramp, and Gravedigger, a huge win, little wheelie action across that ramp.
Wow, that was amazing air off of that last jump for Adam Anderson. The truck got a little upset because he hit the turn box, which caused him to really catch some major air off that finish line jump, as you can see right here.
Yeah, Adam Anderson clipped the pod that was able to tighten up there on the final corner. And we advance here into the bracket is Soldier Fortune's Kayla Blood, and she will go up against 2-time Arena Series champion Cole Bernard in the Black Pearl. So Kayla, a 6-year veteran in the U.S. National Guard. It's Kayla Blood trying to take this win away from Cole Bernard. He's got 1 racing win in Oakland, and he goes high up on the pod, on the berm, actually. That far wheel goes off, and that's what Kayla Blood needs.
Wow, I mean, this is a driver's track tonight for sure. We see a lot of mistakes coming out of that inside bowl. Cole Bernard is going to try his hardest to catch up. He's really trailing. Oh, no. Look out there, Cole.
He goes over. He's pushing that truck too hard to try to catch up, but the damage was done. Kayla Blood advancing. Take a look at the super glue to the action replay.
Cole Bernard was charging hard. As you can see, he got major air off of that jump, and he got a rebound, and he really couldn't gather the truck up in time to finish that corner out. That's what happens when you're really rushing through a race like he was there.
Final race is a match between 1 and 2 in the series points. Camden Murphy, Bakugan Dragonoid against Bryce Kenny, Grey Clips Mohawk Warrior. You know, Bryce has the highest winning percentage of anybody on this series. He's 12-4, and he is trying to get out of the berm first. Camden Murphy, though, got the jets flying here in Bakugan Dragonoid, and we are almost dead. Even looks like Bryce Kenny with a slight advantage.
Slight edge, and I think they both could realize that Bryce had a slight edge. Camden Murphy's actually coming back on him. The last turn is going to determine who's going to advance on, Scott.
Murphy's got the corner. Kenny's got the charge.
Wow.
Unbelievable finish. Take a look here. And the win goes to Bryce Kenny, 24.844. Take a look at the replay.
What a great race that was. I didn't see any mistake by anybody in this race. It kind of changed leads twice during the entire race. As you can see right there, Bryce Kenny edges him out.
Bryce Kenny with the fastest time in round 2. That gives him lane choice against Kayla Blood in the semis. The other matchup is longtime rival Adam Anderson against Todd Leduc. Bar. Who do you have going to the finals?
I like Adam Anderson. He looks flawless on the track so far, and I got to give it up to my boy Bryce Kenny and the Great Clips Mohawk Warrior.
That'd be an epic matchup if it gets there. 4 drivers remain. Can Leduc make it to his 2nd straight final round appearance, or will Adam Anderson send his longtime rival back to the pits? Find out next when Monster Jam returns. Welcome back to Tampa. It's time for the semifinals here in Monster Jam Racing. A lot of fans having a great time out here so far early on the track. 2 drivers who know each other very well. Megalodon's Todd Leduc, Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Adam has won 4 of the last 7. But right now, Todd riding that 5-race winning streak. And so far, Adam Anderson with a slight advantage on Todd Leduc.
Anytime these guys line up, Scott, they want to beat each other. There's no love lost here, and they are charging hard. This is a fast race. Here's the last turn coming up. I don't know who it's going to be, man. This is going to be awesome. I'm just going to watch.
It's amazing how low Gravedigger goes off the ramp, keeping the momentum. Leduc has the sky, not going to get it. And Adam Anderson will advance 24.372. Take a look at the super glue replay.
That last turn from Adam Anderson was flawless, and it charged him big momentum across that finish line.
So Adam will face a winner of this next race, Kayla Blood in Soldier Fortune. She'll go head-to-head with Great Clips Mohawk Warriors Bryce Kenny. He knocked out Camden Murphy in round 2, with Bryce leading Adam in the series by 4. He is in a must-win situation.
I love this layout of this track, Scott, because any time you can mess up. See right there, Bryce Kenny got up on the bicycle, but he's still in the race. You got to maintain your composure.
No, being in the race is not the same as winning the race. He's got to pull it off here. And Kayla goes slow. She slowed down to try to miss that pod. She does miss it, but look at the dirt tracks on that thing, just burying that thing into the ground.
Wow, that was a close finish. Bryce came away with the win there. He got a good push around that last apex of that turn. The last turn won that race for him.
Take a look at the replay here on the finish.
Kayla Blood charging hard. As you see, Bryce Kenny is sideways hitting that ramp. That's always sketchy when you're hitting the ramp drifting.
Got it just enough. Bryce Kenny moves on and faces longtime friend Adam Anderson. Bryce has all the momentum in his favor, but Adam always been tough for him to beat. Who do you have taking the racing win?
Man, Adam looks like he's unbeatable tonight, but Bryce, he's reeling for that win. He's reeling for that racing win, so it's going to be anybody's game.
Adam had the fastest time in the last round. He gets lane choice. And some mind games going on in the track. The racing finals are here. Adam Anderson in Gravedigger up against Bryce Kenny in Great Clips Mohawk Warrior. Adam has won 9 out of the last 12 over Bryce. That is a daunting number.
Wow, that's a huge number to overcome. And you can't help but to think that Bryce, in the back of his mind, he's thinking, okay, Adam has beat me a lot. I really need this win.
Bryce goes up on 2 wheels just outside of that berm trying to get out, and he's up on 2 wheels again, and that is going to be a huge difference maker. Adam Anderson has the lead. Final push for Gravedigger.
Anytime you can see you're ahead of your competitor going to that final jump, big boost of confidence. Adam Anderson across the finish line for that win, Scott.
What a big win there for Adam Anderson. Take a look here at the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay.
Again, they're both drifting out of these turns, but I feel like Bryce Kenny's drifting all the way to the ramp, and it kind of kills your momentum. So that might have been where he lost some time.
So Adam gets 12 points with a win. Bryce Kenny is 1 behind. Todd, Leduc 2 behind. Kayla Blood is 3 off the lead, and Camden Murphy 4 points off the pace. Just 1 competition in. 2 more remain. A lot of points still on the board for these drivers to grab the overall event championship. And next up in Tampa was a Great Clip Skills Challenge. In this competition, drivers had the option for a donut, or they could attempt 2 moves on 2 wheels. Fans in attendance judging based on creativity, skill, and execution. And this is a competition, Barry, I know you love. But right now, let's take a look at the top 5 competitors here in round 8. Coming in 5th was Bryce Kenny, Great Clips Mohawk Warrior, with a nose wheelie to wheelie combo.
Wow, it's great. Anytime you can back the truck over the pod and then pop it back into a wheelie, that's a combination move that the fans love.
Nice moonwalk in there to boost. A triple combo move gets 5th place. Coming in 4th, it was Nick Pagliarulo in Kraken with a great slap wheelie here. Nice brake check.
Oh, I love a good slap wheelie. It's one of my go-to moves when it comes to the Great Clip Skills Challenge.
In 3rd place, Bakugan Dragonoid's Camden Murphy hitting a nose wheelie moonwalk combo. Perfect execution.
Wow, he's walking it all the way up close and personal to see these Tampa fans. That's a cool move for sure from Camden.
In 2nd place, Professor Tom Mance with a great look at the maximum moonwalk.
He's way over there in the end zone with the maximum moonwalk. He walked that all the way from the backflip ramp, Scott.
And winning the Great Clip Skills Challenge, Gravedigger's Adam Anderson with a slap wheelie right here, and then he would go for another move, a bicycle barry that looked like it could have went all the way back to North Carolina.
Wow, that's awesome. I love to see a good slap wheelie and then into the bicycle for the win.
After his win, KCG caught up with Adam Anderson.
Adam, congratulations on your 3rd Skills Challenge win of the season. Talk to us about how you got those fans to give you those 10s.
You know what, honestly, man, I don't know that mine took the most skill out there, but I know that I was just wanting to do something a little bit different that the other competitors haven't done, and we go out there and do it a little bit old school, get a slap wheelie off some crushed cars, man. What's better than that? But what's even better is we talk the talk, and we're walking the walk right now, baby. It's on, and there's only 1 competition left, and guess who owns that? Team Gravedigger, and it's on, baby.
Gravedigger has owned the night so far. Adam sits atop the leaderboard with 24 points and a perfect event after 2 competitions. Bryce Kenny now trails by 5. Tom Meents, Camden Murphy by 6. And Caleb Blood rounds out the top 5. 8 points off Adam's lead. Monster Jam Freestyle is coming up next. Can Adam Anderson sweep the night? We'll find out next when Monster Jam returns. This is round 8 from Tampa, Florida, showcasing Stadium Championship Series Red. Welcome back inside the Monster Jam studios. Bari Adam Anderson firing on all cylinders right now. He wins the first 2 competitions, a perfect event going in freestyle. Can Adam avoid the gremlins and get the perfect event and take the win?
He can. It's all up to the truck, really. The truck's got to stay under him. And really, you know Adam's going to come out here hard charging, aggressive. So Gravedigger's got to be up to the task tonight.
Bryce Kenny is off to another strong start, sitting in second, trailing Adam by 5 points. He seems to have found another gear as he now holds the highest racing winning percentage on the series at 74%. Bari, I feel like this is the Bryce Kenny we have been expecting and waiting for so long. Would you agree?
I would agree, but just like I mentioned at the top of this broadcast, you have to have a good freestyle finish. Bryce has got to end on a high note, and he's here to do it. I'm sure he wants to. He's just got to execute.
Well, the other driver near the top of the series point standings, Camden Murphy. He's been quiet so far, still consistent with 18 points. What does Camden need to do to finish strong in round 8?
He's really just got to be consistent. If he can have a top 3 finish in freestyle, that's all he needs to do tonight.
And Camden currently in 4th, 6 points behind the event leader, Adam Anderson. I mentioned Bryce 5 points behind. It's crowded as 4 points separates 2 through 6. Plenty of opportunities for drivers to move up or down in freestyle. And that's where we're going to see those big wow moments, get those points to try to win the event championship. Speaking of which, we do have some breaking news. Matt Pagliarulo will not compete in freestyle due to severe damage to the drive shaft occurring in racing. Also, we're learning Bryce Kenny has a transmission issue, and the team is swapping it out. Bryce Bari set to go out 7th. Is that enough time to make it back?
Oh, I think they have plenty of time to make it back. These technicians that Monster Jam has, some of the best in the business, so I'm pretty sure we'll see Great Clips Mohawk Warrior on the track.
Now, Tom Meents did not compete in freestyle in Miami because of a blown motor. He will come out 2nd, and Bari, that gives Tom a great opportunity to set the pace for the rest of the drivers near the top of the leaderboard.
That's a great place to be. Anytime you can put the crowd into the game with a great freestyle second out, he's got a chance to maybe even hit the backflip ramp first, so that'll be a great plus for him.
Adam Anderson will come out in the coveted 9th spot, and with the perfect event, he has to hope for really a subpar run. Anybody has to hope for a subpar run out of Adam minimum to win the event championship. Do you expect that to happen tonight?
Anything can happen. That's why we put these trucks on the track. So it's really going to be up to the drivers and the fans. I just want to watch the action.
And moments ago, Velociraptor's Jeff Souza kicked off the freestyle competition, more of a safe run, Bari, as he filled the clock, was able to park it in the stall. And when you're filling in, a lot of times that's what you need to do.
It's exactly what you need to do. You don't want to hand Velociraptor back to Travis all crippled. This was a great run, though. Lots of energy, high momentum, and the truck sounds like it's making a lot of horsepower.
7.580 was the score for Jeff Souza. And Tom Meents, you mentioned, was going out 2nd. Didn't quite live up to the expectation there. He trailed Adam for the event lead, but he would roll over with 70 seconds left on the clock. So not how you want to finish if you're Tom Meents.
Wow, and it looked like he could have saved that, but right there, the tech official shut him off. You see that wheelie bar was laying there in his path. You don't want to run without the wheelie bar.
A driver who can certainly get a win, wheelie bar or not, on any given night is Cole Vennard. If he hits the walk the plank, it could be all but over. And the Black Pearl driver is up next at Raymond James Stadium. Open air they're hitting that Black Pearl truck. You don't see the body shredded too much here on the first event of a 2-event weekend, but Cole Vennard showing everybody what that chassis is made of.
I just want to touch on something, Scott. This is like the perfect venue for this truck. Black Pearl inside of Raymond James Stadium, home of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. What a great fit.
Yeah, sometimes I try not to think about that too much, but you see that big flag flying, that pirate flag flying. There's a big pirate ship here at Raymond James Stadium, so it is the perfect event, and he's got that leg to go along with it. He is the perfect pirate, and look at the pirate there. Look at Cole Vennard with a great slap wheelie.
He's gotten off to a great start, good momentum. You got to feel that first 30 seconds to be able to even put yourself in the conversation, to maintain that momentum throughout the entire freestyle. It's a tough feat. But Cole Vennard, he knows what task is ahead. He's got to put Black Pearl through the paces. It's actually already been through the paces. He's already been upside down once tonight, so he's probably throwing caution to the wind tonight.
Well, he's cross-threading a little bit, trying to make something happen. 7.580 is the score to beat right on the transfer from the berm to the pod and then off. He's going to try to save it. Almost over-rotated. He's got to hit the brakes, but more time left on the clock here for Colvinard.
All right, now after you reverse like that, you got to announce your presence. You got to come back with a great move, great sky wheelie there. The truck looks like it's landing pretty good. I think Cole just needs that wow factor to really cap off his freestyle. Looks like he's lining up for that backflip, Raymond.
We got a wow factor moment coming. Colvinard goes for the backflip. He's going to sky it, and he is going to land this thing into a wheelie. You talk about the wheelie bar. That is balance perfection. Look at the Black Pearl.
That is excellent placement. He even was able to launch past the backflip ramp in that wheelie and keep going. Didn't have to hit reverse at all. He's off to a great start so far. Let's see if he can finish this on a high note.
Time left on the clock here, coming over the crush cars, Colvinard. A lot of smoke flying, a lot of dirt flying, big time bounce for the Black Pearl. And we are winding it down here, trying to zigzag into a donut, but a great run for Colvinard, 9.392. Take a look at the replay.
Wow, this is a great move to be able to hold your composure there and realize the truck placement, the boundaries of a 12,000-pound truck, and know that you're in the clear. Wow, what a great move there.
It wasn't quite walking the plank. It was more like a slow roll across the plank there.
Like a tiptoe.
As he had a tiptoe. I like that. Here comes Mike Christensen in Vendetta out of Ogden, Utah, riding for Team Throttle Monster. So Mike, a big act to follow there for Colvinard. Mike is a driver who has had some big freestyle moments, Barry, but you're still kind of waiting in the wings, waiting for that one night where Mike just arrives on the scene and arrives on this series.
Yeah, anytime you have to follow such a great run like Colvinard just put down, it's a tough task to follow because you have to match that energy, and not only match it, you've kind of got to exceed it if you expect the fans to judge in your favor.
You know, you act like you've done this before in some of these spots here. So Mike Christensen now just going over the berm, trying to find this deep side of the track, as at 9.392 is the score to beat just moments ago from the Black Pearl. Setting up a nice jump here onto the transfer, makes it, gets the front two wheels down, kind of scrapes across that dirt pod. And now right in front of us here, the near side of the track, right on that side of the stadium with all kinds of room.
I love the stance of this truck. Anytime you put together a brand new Monster Jam truck, you always are concerned about, the proportions. This truck looks like it's in proportion from top to bottom, front to back. Looks like it works great. He's setting up here for a slap wheelie. Didn't quite get the placement that he needed to get the front end up in the air, but he's carrying on. Great momentum. Truck sounds like it's making a lot of horsepower to it.
Right over the cars now on the backside of that ramp. Almost goes over into a bicycle. Vendetta now spinning back around. I love the look of that truck. I love the color it does go here. He's going for a backflip, though. Mike Christensen going to try to lay one out, and it looks like he just landed hard on that front left wheel, but he does land it.
Yeah, he does land it. He's able to carry on, see if he can finish with a wow moment here to really raise the bar.
Up across the berm, I thought maybe he was going to have a broken planetary there, but nothing happened, a broken tie rod. But Vendetta still going, and a great donut to finish out the run, 7.819, a little low as we take a look at the backflip.
The backflip momentum was just a little low. That's why he ended up on those front two BKT tires, but he had enough momentum to pull it out and carry on.
We're just getting started with freestyle. Coming up, Kayla Blood gets her opportunity to take the lead and try to win the event championship. Can she get it done? Find out when we return with more Monster Jam Freestyle. Welcome back to round 8 of the 2023 Monster Jam season in Tampa. Earlier today, thousands of fans flocked to the pit party to meet the drivers, and it looks like everyone had a great time. So make sure you visit the pit party when Monster Jam comes to your town. Up next in freestyle out of Lafayette, Louisiana, it's Kayla Blood and Soldier Fortune. She trails Adam Anderson by 8 points, so she needs a huge run here, but she can overtake Tom Mentz on the leaderboard for second as she trails Tom by 2, and he currently sits in 4th.
And Kayla looks like she's lining up for the jammer here. Looks like a great setup for a slap wheelie. There it is. That's one of my favorite moves of all time on the Monster Jam track. Not really something Kayla's known for. That was a great move. Looked like she handled it like a veteran.
She's got one freestyle win on the season. Would love to get her second. As a matter of fact, this series, there's a lot of parity here, Bari. The most freestyle wins of any driver is 2, and that's with Camden Murphy, Adam Anderson, and Tom Mentz. Kayla, the only other driver on this series that has won a freestyle competition.
Wow, that was some big air. I can see that could propel her to a victory in freestyle. If she keeps up this momentum, she's well on her way. This is a great run so far. She's got a lot riding on this. She wants to maintain those points for that overall event championship. she's got to put herself in a good position here.
We talk about the tight back dirt at Raymond James Stadium. We see it a lot in racing with the over rotation, clipping the pod, getting up on 2 or 3 wheels. We're also seeing a little bit here in freestyle. So what type of speed do you need to maintain to try to not overturn this truck?
I call it seat of your pants driving. You really have to feel the momentum of the truck to be able to know, okay, this turn, I can approach it at this speed, or if I need to back it down a little bit, to be able to maintain the traction that you need to power through these turns.
Well, let's see what kind of traction she gets here. She is lining up for the backflip. Coming in a little slow, she's got to pick it up. There she goes. Soldier Fortune is up perfect off the back, and she lands the backflip with a lot of time left, Bari.
Awesome, great transition from the backflip into another move. Great jump there to be able to keep going. You really have the fans in the palm of your hand after a backflip, so you really want to waste no time at your next big move.
That's what you want to see, the backflip to the transfer jump over the berm, spinning it right back around, comes all the way back over to the backflip side of the track, trying again for a donut, and this time she hits it.
Wow, that's a great way to end out a freestyle. A great crescendo there to be able to say, hey, my confidence is riding high, and I just crushed that freestyle.
Take a look at the super glue. Glue to the action replay.
Anytime you can hit a backflip and land it, your confidence just goes through the roof. And you can see there, look at the push-ups there. There for Kayla.
Showing off. Here comes the former Monster Jam Rookie of the Year out of Osteen, Florida. Nick Pagliarulo, a crack, and he won his first career stadium freestyle competition in this building 1 year ago. So a lot of great memories here for him. And earlier he talked about just how much Tampa and Raymond James Stadium means to him.
I've always wanted to be a Monster Jam driver. I went to my first show in Tampa, Florida, at Raymond James Stadium when I was 6 months old, and now being here, 23 years old, being able to accomplish that dream means so much. You know, being there with my dad in his very first stadium championship in Tampa in 2020 meant a lot, and to be able to win my very first stadium championship with him by my side would be just as good. Hopefully this year we can do it in Tampa so we can have some very good memories, because we both won our very first freestyle there in 2023. We're gonna let it all hang out so we can get another invite to this Monster Jam World Finals in Nashville, because I want to win one of those World Finals championships.
Now, there are certain buildings that are special to drivers. I know you have those. This building here is incredibly special to the Pags, as he just said. Matt won his first event championship here. I was there for that one. Nick won his first freestyle here. I was there for that one. So, you know, Tampa for the Pagliarulos is like home. Even though I've said it before, they live closer to Orlando, this is home.
Yeah, anytime you're close to home, you want to go for it, and Nick is going for it. I can tell you, he's got great momentum. The truck looks like it's landing exceptionally well for him tonight. And he's lining up for that backflip right now. I think, oh no, he fooled me. He's going into a donut though. Great move nonetheless.
Yeah, the truck leaning to the side. Looks like trying to lock it back in and straighten it up, square it up. As Kraken now comes back past the backflip ramp. We'll see what he does. He's turning in, so we may see one here. And Nick Pagliarulo, that truck's still far to the right. We'll see if it holds up here, and he gets a low center of gravity backflip, and he lands it. I didn't think he had enough, Bari, but Nick Pagliarulo just pulled it out.
And he got the exclamation point with the hood flying off. You know, the fans love that. They love carnage. It looks like he's still battling the rear steer. He's got a lot of speed here, though.
Oh,
wow.
My goodness.
Oh, my God.
He launched Kraken. I think he could have landed back in Osteen,
Wow.
Florida with that. Good
Yeah.
Lord, what a run, what an ending. Take a look at the super glue replay.
All right, he's got the backflip. So as I mentioned earlier, your confidence is flying high at this moment. And he's flying high, literally. That landing, though, wow, what a rough landing, though. I've never seen a truck quite snap itself back over like that fast of a rebound.
Coming up here on Stadium Series Red, the current event leader will try for a perfect night in Tampa. Can Adam Anderson get it done? Gravedigger is next. You're watching Stadium Championship Series Red at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Camden Murphy currently leads the series, and for the chance to meet the series champion and get your tickets to World Finals, head on over to monsterjam.com and join us at the biggest event of the year. Under the break, Bryce Kenny was able to make it out on the track after the transmission swap, and you take a big risk on the APAC, and it would not pay off for him as he gets the lowest score of the season, and his event championship aspirations are over in round 8. Jamie Gardner also would give it a go in El Toro Loco. Same situation here for him. 6.517, not enough to get it done tonight in Tampa, Florida. And now business, Bari, is about to pick up because here comes Adam Anderson, the current event leader, trying for perfection. He wastes no time coming right off the berm, going all the way across the track.
All right, Adam's been in this position before. He's pitching a perfect game. I'm talking perfect 24 points up until this point. So if he can win freestyle, he's got a perfect event. That's not going to be easy, though. He's got to put Gravedigger through the paces, and he's got to keep it all together. The truck has to perform at a high level. He's got to be able to maintain that through the entire freestyle.
We talked about Tampa with Nick Pagliarulo. How about with Adam Anderson? I mentioned during the racing bracket, he's got 4 racing wins, 3rd all-time. The 2 names in front of him, Dennis Anderson, Ryan Anderson. But when it comes to freestyle wins, Adam has 6 in his career. That is most all-time in Monster Jam history.
That's an amazing stat, you know, and it just goes to show Adam Anderson has done this for a long time, and he's still right at the top of his game. He's got a great freestyle running so far. Let's see if he can continue that momentum. He launched off of that ramp just as Kraken did. I can't help but to think he probably saw that jump and said, well, I got to hit it. I'm not going to hit it quite as hard, but he still did it in spectacular fashion.
Great jump there for Adam Anderson. He trailed Bryce Kenny for 2nd on the series by 4 points. With Bryce having an underwhelming run, Adam has a chance to move up in the series point standings. Great brake check on the front 2 wheels, right over and on the crush cards into a bicycle.
Oh, what a great combination move. But I want to point out something. It looks like that right rear wheel is leaning in. I don't know if that's hurting him right now or not, but you can see it right here on camera. It's leaning in. I don't know how much longer that might last for him, though.
Straight up sky wheelie, pushes it back on the wheelie bar. And he might have enough time here for the backflip, just a few seconds left, trying to get the truck right, and he's not gonna make it. So take a look here at the Super Glue Glue to the Action replay. What a bicycle.
Oh man, what a great move into a save. And the crowd loves little wow factors like that to be able to really judge high for you.
So the perfect event is over as we take a look at the freestyle point standings. Nick Pagliarulo at the top of that leaderboard. Covenard in 2nd, Caleb Blood in 3rd, Adam in 4th, and Mike Christensen currently in 5th. 2 more trucks left to run. 2 more trucks still to come as we close out freestyle to crown the event champion. It's Megalodon and Bakugan Dragonoid next on Monster Jam. Welcome back to Monster Jam Stadium Championship Series Red. As we entered freestyle, Adam Anderson was on top of the leaderboard, still there at the moment. Bryce Kenny was in 2nd with low score in freestyle. That will certainly change. And Camden Murphy currently in 3rd and still to come in freestyle. Now we're back with the action at Raymond James Stadium. Up next, the 2-time World Finals champion out of Peoria, Arizona, Todd Leduc in Megalodon.
All right, Todd has got his work cut out for him. Anytime you have to follow a wow factor like Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken, it's really a tough task. But you can't let that take you off your game. You got to really go through the motions and go through your freestyle just as you planned before.
Todd talked at the top of the show about the struggles that he's dealt with the truck. It hasn't so much been what he's done on the track, just keeping the truck together, but he feels like now he's got the truck where he wants it. They went ahead and gutted everything, no pun intended, gutted the fish, so to speak. He's got a brand new clean slate here in Megalodon. We'll see if it pays off here as he's looking for that first freestyle win. He could get it right here with a backflip. Todd Leduc goes up and a perfect landing for Megalodon.
Wow, talk about confidence. He went for that backflip fairly early in his freestyle. I think he just wanted to get those first 30 seconds in, and as you can see, he's throwing caution to the wind now. He's losing the mouth of Megalodon. It's gone. So now, Todd Leduc, adrenaline is flowing. He's having fun doing a donut.
Cleared up the vision a little bit there for Todd Leduc. He's into a cyclone. Oh. Too much on the throttle. The breakdance ending, not gonna make it happen. 8.986 for Todd Leduc. Take a look at the replay.
Man, I thought that was a huge, confident move to go early for the backflip. He felt like he could land it flawlessly, which he did, and then he just turned caution to the wind, just ended a little too early for him.
Our final competitor is the current series points leader, Bakugan Dragonoid's Camden Murphy. He comes into the competition 6 points behind Adam Anderson, and with Adam in 5th right now, that would put him at 32 for the event. So even if Camden wins freestyle here, he would still finish behind Adam by just 1 point. So obviously series points bar is still at stake here.
Yeah, and it's still one to put your best foot forward. I mean, these fans in Tampa deserve a great finish to freestyle, and Camden is cut out for it. He's the man for the job this evening, and he'll definitely give it to him.
Got 2 freestyle wins on the season. None in his career yet at Raymond James Stadium. He could change that right here. Comes right over the back side of that berm, onto the transfer, up the pod, and across to the other side, clipping the inside area of that berm.
One thing for sure, Camden is known for having quite the highlight reel sometimes, and you never know when it's gonna come. You see right there, he kind of landed hard on that one side. I'm gonna watch the front, make sure the sway bar is still intact. It looked like it's so far so good.
He was able to catch that, now comes right up on a brake check, sky wheelie, slap wheelie city, taking a page out of your book, Barry.
I love a good slap wheelie. At any point during a freestyle, I always love to see a great one. It never gets old to me. Great combination there from Camden. This is like a rhythm section trying to, maneuver across those 3 jumps. He did a great job of that.
Big score to beat, 9.408. Camden Murphy, all that stands in the way of Nick Pagliarulo with another win. He could do it right here if he gets the backflip. He sends it, pushes off the back wheels, and he's gonna land this thing. I thought he was done.
Wow, he almost got into a great wheelie there, but he had to back up. He was about to run out of room there with the wall protection. Off to the races though, huge air. Oh man, oh no, he's into a rebound. Saved it right there. Wow, that was intense.
And all over the place. Into a bicycle, still can't square it up. Now he's got it back on all 4 BKTs. And Camden Murphy trying to go again, just tiptoeing back up over there. Gonna surf that wave a little bit on the berm.
A lot of fans always ask us, what's it like to drive one of these Monster Jam trucks? And I can tell you the best analogy I can give is like, you get to drive a roller coaster. You're all over the place. What a high energy run from Camden Murphy.
They asked me that question too, Barry. I tell them I have no idea. Let's take a look at the super glue. Glued to the action replay.
This must be the low backflip side over here. The other backflip ramp was shooting the trucks pretty high, but what a great combination.
Well, that run, Bakugan Dragonoid takes the 5th spot as we look at the top 5. Kraken with a 9.408 gets the win. Black Pearl 2nd, Soldier Fortune 3rd, Megalodon in 4th. Nick takes the win, and he is on the track with KCG.
A phenomenal freestyle run. I don't think I've heard the fans that loud this entire season. Talk to us about the emotion that you're feeling, how proud you are to claim your first freestyle win in what you consider your hometown event here in Tampa.
You know what? I just want to say these Tampa fans are great. Like I said before, hometown right here, and that's 2 for 2, baby. I won the last one last year, going on here, number 2 in a row. I can't thank my whole team in the back for busting their butts, my whole family, my girlfriend Alex here with me, and all you Monster Jam fans that came out and supported me this year. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time.
Well, the hometown curse certainly not a factor for Nick. With the win, he gets 12 points, which was more than he had through the first 2 competitions as he finishes with 23. Adam Anderson tops the BKT overall point standings with 31. Kayla Blood, a really strong night. She finishes with 26. Freestyle breaks the tie with Camden Murphy. He ends up in 3rd. Todd Leduc finishes 4th. And, of course, Nick Pagliarulo rounds out the top 5. For Adam, this is his 3rd event championship, which leads the series. And right now, let's hear from our event winner, Adam Anderson.
All right, so I feel like we're making our comeback right now. We got the racing, we got skills. Didn't really finish where we wanted to in freestyle, but we got the overall. We're out there during freestyle, had a good run going. It was pretty smooth, a little bit all over the place, exactly what we wanted. And my guy, Gio, come on the radio, let me know the spindle was letting go, but I didn't care. I knew it was gonna go. He told me, so I lined up for that backflip, and I wanted it. But they made the call, and they made it end. It's all good. Tomorrow, we're gonna make up for it.
Adam's going to try to make it 2 in a row when we return to Tampa for another round with Stadium Championship Series Red. To see if he can get it done, make sure you join us. For Barry Musauer, I'm Scott Jordan, and we'll see you right here next time on Monster Jam.